I don't know, 1 second, but maybe like 6 seconds. Yeah. Well, it is that time of the morning where we officially judge each other, although I feel like that happens all morning long. It's time to play Judge Your Friends. We are live streaming right now on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. Check it out. Make sure you like and subscribe. Mercedes in the morning. All right, here's how it works. If you've never heard Judge Your Friends before, it's an actual game. We don't necessarily play it the way it's really supposed to be played. We just draw 3 random cards and we try to judge whether or not we think the other person has done these. And I have the official gavel, the plastic gavel of Judge Your Friends. Okay, this week it is me that goes first. So let's just randomly shuffle our cards here. Oh, geez. Okay. Let's see here. There's 2 scenarios on each card, by the way, and I just go with the one that I think would be best. So the first one, I think you guys know the answer to, so I'm going to go with the second one. Here we go. Court is in session. Mercedes, please stand. You're being accused of stealing a tip off of a table at a restaurant.
Oh, gosh.
Are you guilty or are you not guilty? Let's go to the jury. Juror number 1, JC. What do you think?
Here's a reaction too, right away.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's such a heavy thing. You're at a restaurant and someone leaves a tip and you steal that money from a server. That is not in your DNA. I have to think about this. Well, let's go back to hard times, though.
Remember when I was broke?
Yeah, let's go back to hard times. I just can't. If you are guilty of this, Mercedes, I'm going to be shocked that you would do that. Maybe. Guilty.
What?
Guilty.
Why?
Yes, you did it as a kid, as a child. I'm going to say you did it as a child. You took the money and your dad caught you afterwards.
Okay. So you have a guilty.
I have a guilty. I'm thinking about it. I'm going to say, I feel like you may have even told the story before. Like you took the money. You didn't know. No, wait, no. Can I change the verdict? The story was reversed.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
Not guilty. The story was reversed. You told the server you get 50% tip or something. I was thinking of something different. Not guilty.
Not guilty. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Steph, juror number 2. What do you think? Is Mercedes guilty of stealing a tip off a table?
I know you've revealed that you have stolen from grandma from, I think, her bag, but it wasn't money. It was something silly like a candy, and she was bringing it back to Hungry or something. But I don't remember if you said money or not. I want to say that it was, no, I don't see Mercedes doing this. I don't see a past Mercedes doing this. I don't see your present and evolved Mercedes, a mature Mercedes doing this. I'm also going to stick with not guilty. You've never stolen a tip before.
Not guilty. Okay, let's get the verdict here. Mercedes, please rise. You have been accused of stealing a tip off a table at a restaurant. Are you guilty or are you not guilty? The answer is, friends, you should always go with your gut, JC. I am guilty.
No. You're guilty?
I am guilty.
What?
It was just as you said. I was a kid. I didn't understand the concept of tipping. We were at Denny's for breakfast one morning. I see my dad leave a $5 tip on the table. We're getting ready to walk away. I'm like, oh, my dad left some money here. Oops. And I took it and put it in my pocket. So I get in the car thinking he's going to be all proud of me. And I said, here, Dad. And he's like, where'd you get that money? I'm like, that you accidentally left it on the table. He's like, oh my gosh, that was a tip. So he takes it out of my hand, goes back in there, slaps it on the table.
Holy smokes. Guilty.
Oh, I know.
Stick with your gut. Yeah.
When you said that, I was like, did I tell that
No.
story before?
No.
Oh my gosh. I think I might have because that's exactly what happened. I didn't know it was a tip though. I didn't steal it knowing it was a tip. I thought my dad left it on the table, but technically I stole it.
You did steal a tip. I was thinking, didn't you do it at once where the bill came and like you told the server like you got 100% or 50%?
That was at Red Robin and my dad paid cash and he gave him like I don't know, like $40. And I think the bill was like $28. And he goes, would you like change? And I go, keep the change. And my dad was like, And he couldn't say no, don't keep the change, so he got really mad at me.
That's what I was thinking of.
Okay, now we go to JC.
Oh.
All right, JC, please rise. You are being accused of okay. You are being accused of passing out on the beach without sunscreen on. Are you guilty or are you not guilty? Passing out on the beach without sunscreen. Steph, why don't you go first? Juror number 1.
Guilty! Oh man, that's too easy. I see you in Hawaii. You didn't put sunscreen on. 30 minutes later, you're burning red hot, and you're trying to cure it later in the hotel room, and your bum is red and everything. You're trying to put aloe vera on.
Nude too, face down. Just in the sand, face down, naked.
Man, yeah, and I see you red from a mile away. JC, you're guilty. I can see this happening.
No question about it. All right. Okay. I am juror number 2. Let me think about this one. Okay. I thought about it. Guilty. Guilty. I think you passed out on the beach without sunscreen. I think you passed out in your backyard without sunscreen. I think you passed out at Target without sunscreen. I think you passed out at so many different places without sunscreen. I say absolutely guilty on
Laura's
this one.
horse show.
Yes.
Trying to take selfies.
Doing his taxes, like everywhere. He has done it. So
I just passed out.
that's why you're so tan. All right. So, will the defendant please rise? You are being accused of passing out on the beach without sunscreen. Are you guilty or are you not guilty?
I mean, there's no doubt that I like to tan. I like being outside, and I put the lotion and all the stuff on. You know what, Mercedes, Steph? I have passed out outside without sunscreen, but never on the beach, to my knowledge, to my recollection.
What?
So talking about the beach? No. Backyard? Yes. Just this year, a couple of times.
You never, I remember you went with a bunch of friends down to, was it like Cabo or something?
Yeah.
And you didn't pass out over there on the beach?
No, it was my buddy's 40th birthday celebration, and we went down to Cabo. Yeah, I did not pass out on the beach. No.
Wow, not
no.
guilty.
By a technicality.
Yes,
though.
it was all in the location. If I
Yeah.
would have left that part out, we would have gotten this
But it
one.
was just recently. I was out back lying on our daybed with Jackson. I was just no sunscreen on. Took my shirt off. And I told Laura, I'm like, hey, wake me up in like a couple of minutes. Like 30 minutes go by. I'm like, oh my gosh, you didn't wake me up.
Oh man, did you look like a lobster after that?
There was a red tint to it.
All right, Steph, please rise. Let's do some shuffling here and see what we have. Oh, these are both good. Shoot. Okay, we're going to go with the first one. Stephanie, you are being accused of intentionally or accidentally French kissing your pet. Are you guilty or are you not guilty? Just like my answer for JC, guilty. Absolutely, she's guilty. I don't think it wasn't intentionally. I absolutely think it was accidentally. Momo is too cute. How could you not want to kiss Momo on the mouth? And they get excited, and then they're like, and then you might accidentally get a tongue in the mouth. I don't think you stayed there. I think you're like, but I absolutely 100% think you have accidentally or intentionally French kissed your pet. I say guilty on this one.
Mercedes, without hesitation, I'm right there with you. Guilty, guilty, guilty. One of the fastest verdicts in the history of Judge Your Friends. That's going to be the correct verdict. Guilty from both of us.
All right.
Happened last night, I'm going to say.
Oh, probably this morning.
Yeah.
Don't you think? I think that, I mean, that dog is so freaking cute. How could you not want to kiss it and let him lick your face? But once in a while, they just get in there and there's nothing you can do about it. All right. Steph,
Okay.
please rise. You are being accused of intentionally or accidentally French kissing your pet. Are you guilty or not guilty?
I am not guilty.
What?
Oh
No,
my gosh.
liar. I want a lie detector test.
You would think that, but Momo does not like kisses. I try so much with him. I'm doing kisses, bumpers, kisses, and he dodges his head like this and like this. The only time he'll give me kisses is if he hasn't seen me in a long time, like over trips. And even then, it's a little one. but I've never accidentally like opened my mouth. I always go do the little pucker with the lips. Never French kisses, but just little kisses without the French.
I think that we could all walk away from this just with 3 shocking verdicts
Stunned.
today. All 3. I am blown away. I thought I knew you guys. Obviously, I don't. What is life? What is happening
What's
right
your
now?
Stunned.
This is crazy. Oh my gosh. This is why we play Judge Your Friends, so we can learn every day. The other one was made a kid cry and thought it was funny.
Maybe it made a kid cry, but you're not gonna think it's funny, would you?
It's just like, well, maybe we'll do that one next week.
Yeah, you know.
All right, there you go.
I do like Mercedes was, if you're just joining, it was, has ever stolen a tip, and Steph is like, no, not as a kid, not present day Mercedes. I'm envisioning like present day Mercedes at a restaurant. Don't mind if I do.
Well, okay, they
Oh.
won't notice this.
All right, we go from Judge Your Friends to Heads Up, and